I'm Dieter Landenberger, the manager of the historical archives of Porsche. Behind me we have the first Porsche, the Type 356 number 1. This car was built in 1948 by Ferry Porsche, the son of Ferdinand Porsche. Basically, Ferry Porsche wanted to have a car for himself, but he couldn't find a car which was good enough for him on the market, so he decided to build it for himself. On the platform of the Volkswagen, he built this two-seater roadster, and he has used all his knowledge from projects like the Type 64, the Chess Italia, or also the Auto Union Grand Prix race car. So this car has an engine and gearbox of the Beetle, suspension and brakes are coming from the Beetle, but he has everything modified in a very special way. This car has also a tubular frame, like we know from racing cars, and it has this beautiful aerodynamic aluminium body. This car was finished in June of 1948, and only 3 weeks later it made its first race victory at the Stadtrennen from Innsbruck. Some weeks later this car was presented in Bern at the Grand Prix to some journalists, and the journalist Max Trösch wrote quite an article about this car, and then other drivers asked Ferry Porsche if they could also have a car. And to start a small serial production in Austria, he had to sell this car for 7,000 Swiss francs to Switzerland, and with this money he started a little production in Gmünd. This car is based on the Volkswagen Beetle. The Beetle engine was tuned from 24 horsepower up to 35 horsepower. This was good enough for a top speed of 135 kilometers. Engine and gearbox were turned 180 degrees around, so the car became a true mid-engine car, like the Auto Union race car. And this made the car very good on the roads in the mountains in the Alps, and it was also excellent for road racing. This car was the first Porsche ever, and when Ferry Porsche decided to build up a small serial production, he had to do some changings. The other 52 Porsche 356 which were built in Gmünd do not have this tubular frame, which have been much too complicated and too costly, and as well the engine moved into the back of the car, so the other 356 were no mid-engine cars. And in the second half of 1948 he started the production. Until the year 1950 he built 52 cars in Gmünd, and all of them were built by hand.